Hey, today I'm going to show you how to upcycle a shirt turn into a tote bag. First, you need to grab a shirt, or you can steal from your partner. And today I'm going to be using this one. So I would go for slightly heavier overshirt so I hold the shape better. First, button up the shirt. And you need to cut around the armhole. Just follow the lines. And you'll have 2 sleeves and 1 torso. Keep these 2 sleeves for later. Cut a straight line of the back yoke. Don't worry about it if you don't cut it too straight. Save the big piece of the shirt for later. I'm trying to keep as many details as possible from the shirt, so I'm gonna unpick the color. This is quite hideous, also time consuming because you don't want to rip the color, so you know, baby step one by one. Almost, you see? Nice and crispy. Not crispy to be fair. Finished. So you have your color and the rest of the piece. This one you probably won't need it, so I'm gonna just put away for now. Next, you're gonna find a similar color fabric that's closer to the shirt you're using. So that's gonna be the actual tote bag itself. Oh, it's kind of heavy. This is what I'm gonna using today. And you need to cut approximate 45 by 50 a rectangular to use as the tote bag itself. One thing for the fabric, just don't go for anything stretchy because you don't want your bag to be stretchy. You want something more steady. And try to cut it, follow the green lines so you'll have steadiness to it. And depends on which side you normally use your tote bag. I normally on my left shoulder, so I want to keep the armhole in the back. Just gently cut away the seam allowance, which is approximately like ½ centimeters, I would say. So don't worry about it if you cut it too much. You know, it's a DIY project, so even small mistake is still kind of fine. But yeah, I just like sometimes eyeball it as well. So yeah, there you go. Because this shirt has 2 pockets in the front, so I decided to keep one of them in and adding another one to the inside pocket. Before adding the pocket into the tote bag, I'm gonna add in my own label as per usual. Now I just need to add the pocket to the back. Because the pocket already has a shape, so it's very easy to sew on. And now you just need to sew around the edges to close 3 sides of this bag. Leave one side open, so that's the opening for your bag. And always remember to iron while you're sewing. And edges will be crispy like this. Remember the sleeve we cut off earlier? Now we're gonna add it back on, kind of like maintain the shirt essence to it. Because it's a striped shirt, so I'm just gonna follow along the stripe and cut along the side seam. So I'm gonna make sure the outside shelter gonna cover the inside bag. And for the extra piece left over, don't run away. We're gonna turn that into the stripe for the tote bag. So remember the other sleeve we cut off earlier? We're gonna cut that in half and using this for the other stripe. And for the stripe, I want to reinforce it a little bit, so I'm gonna put a little bit lining to it. Roughly the stripe, I am gonna cut it like 60 centimeters, but you can also adjust to your needs if you need it. Roughly, you wanna cover sort of a slightly edge over, so we can iron it and top stitch it to make it slightly stronger as a stripe. So what I'm doing now is just making the shelter of the tote bag. Just using the one we just cut earlier and sew the 2 sides together, right side to right side. And this is, you know, the outside bit of tote bag. Now we're gonna come to the tricky part, which is gonna join both the inside and outside tote bag together. But obviously we have an armhole here, so you sort of need to measure out and sort of trace how much you need to cut it, because you're gonna sew it together first. So you're gonna have a nice armhole. Now it's almost down. You can see the shape of the tote bag, but obviously you still need to add the last bit of detail, which is the color we cut out earlier. Before I touch the color, I am gonna attach the stripe first, so they'll be nice and secured. So for the color, it's fairly easy. You just use the original color and sew along the original stitch line across the opening. After finishing the color, obviously it's not going to cover all the way to the bag, so the rest of it you just need to basically back inside out with the last bit of sewing. And this is the final bag. So I kept the sleeve, and you have your color. Here. You got your pocket here, one, and you got your second pocket here is inside. And so yeah, so almost just feels like you're carrying a shirt with you, but actually it's a tote bag. In terms of what's left, I only have 1 cuff, a back yoke, and a 1 side panel left for this project. So instead of one woven shirt I will never wear, turn into a bag. I'm probably gonna use quite a lot. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you wanna try it yourself, give it a go. Hope you like it. But anyway, see you in the next one. Bye.